Welcome back. 611 now. Bridges at the top of mind for many Louisiana residents after a bridge collapsed in Baltimore because it was struck by a barge.
Yeah, so WDSU Investigates wanted to learn the conditions of our bridges over water and on land. WDSU investigative reporter Cassie Sherm takes a closer look with DOTD.
If you're driving around Louisiana, you'll find yourself going up and down bridges. A part of driving some already don't enjoy.
I've always been like a little scared about, just driving, especially on bridges.
But after the bridge collapse in Baltimore,
it kind of goes through my mind, but I try not to freak out, to be honest with you.
Some are concerned about the bridges here in our state.
That's why sometimes I like to take the ground if I can. Let's try to be on the ground as much as possible.
But should drivers have a reason for concern?
First, our bridges are safe. We have an inventory on our structures.
David Brissett with DOTD says they've been getting calls about bridges across the area.
Occasionally, these calls do come in and we'll go out and investigate and then report back. Yes, those are defects, but it's nothing major and it's not load bearing.
Brissett took me behind the scenes with his crews inspecting the 610 bridge by Marconi.
Down the line and look at our older photographs. These are of the deck.
So you can kind of compare what it looked like previously.
Yes, as well as notice any changes that may have happened since the last inspection.
It's a bridge that has more than 98,000 drivers using it daily. On this inspection, the team noted bearing pads could be replaced.
To have jacks underneath the span, we would jack it up, and then the bearing pads would come out and we would slide new bearing pads in. From there, you'd lower the span back down.
Also, there was some damage to the concrete.
One of these bridges with concrete, you'd only find a crack or two. But the strength comes from the reinforcing steel and the pre-stressed strands in the girdles. So just because the concrete may have a small crack, it's not a major concern. The strength is in the steel.
Both, he says, are minor, so they'll take some pictures and see if there's changes next inspection.
Moving on to the next one.
Looking below and even above the structures, this bridge is one of more than 1,000 bridges DOTD inspects in our region.
We inspect 1,277 bridges over 7 parishes, and that includes parish and city-owned bridges.
One of the most in the state, inspecting 3 to 5 a week.
We look and we document that. If we find maintenance issues, then we report them to the maintenance forces. The maintenance forces will take care of the maintenance issues. But we also just document what's going on with it and as far as how it's progressing. Any would be progressing.
Now, DOTD rates bridges on an overall scale from 1 to 10. 10 being the best, 1 not really great. And they say when it comes to the Crescent City connection right here, this one is listed as a 6. DOTD says because of some of the laws, they can't give us all the bridge ratings, but DOTD says through inspections, 85% of our bridges are in fair or better condition. Last year, DOTD did 979 inspections, and so far this year, they're at 223. According to the America Road and Transportation Builders Association for the 2023 report in Louisiana, of the 12,717 bridges in the state, 12.1% are classified as structurally deficient. This means one of the key elements is in poor or worse condition. It notes the number of bridges in need of repair is down from years in the past. But according to RBTA's data, the most traveled bridges that are labeled structurally deficient are I-10 over Veterans Memorial Highway, where 65,250 people travel across it daily. LA 611 with 54,200 who travel it daily, and LA 39 over the Inner Harbor Nav Canal, which has 32,700 who travel across it daily, to name a few.
Bridges that we know have known deficiencies or some type of known issue, we typically inspect those on a more frequent cycle, up to 6 months at a time.
Scott Boyle with DOTD says if there's any real concerns, the bridge will be closed, like the 90-year-old Chef Mentor Bridge, which was recently blocked off after a failed inspection due to damage from an unreported boat crash.
When we encounter a bridge that we feel is not of a condition for road users to drive over, we take that bridge out of service immediately.
So rest assured, if you're driving across these bridges, inspectors say
We note it on the report and monitor it.
they're taking their jobs very seriously to keep you safe.
We have to be very thorough in our inspections and record the data as well as with photographic our inspections. That way it can be entered into the database, and then when rehabilitation projects are prioritized, they'll look at the bridge ratings and defects and prioritize based on need.
Reporting for WDSU, I'm Cassie Sherm, WDSU Investigates.
And DOTD says the Chef Pass Bridge, which was recently closed for emergency repairs, is expected to reopen on May 15th. Officials initially projected repairs to last until June.